All right, guys, what's up? And welcome to Tactical Ashigurami TV. First off, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit that noti bell and all that good jazz. And for the YouTube reviewers, there is nothing deadly in this video. We will not be showing anything that shouldn't be shown. So this video is not dangerous or harmful to anyone, just to kind of get that out there. So guys, we finally have the product that we wanted to get for a long time in front of us. Definitely me. And this is probably going to be, more than likely the last big unboxing that I'm going to do, because this was really the last item I had on my list for Airsoft for quite some time. And my whole motivation behind my most recent Airsoft purchase before this was to build a system basically around this particular optic. There's been a lot of content on this on YouTube, especially within the last year, amongst the real steel community and everyone in, like, for the most part, that has anything to do with shooting. And this is the Holosun A.E.M.S, the Advanced Enclosed Microsight. And from what I can definitely tell and what I see from Holosun, especially from what I experienced before with the X2, quality is really, really big with these guys, and a lot of what they do produce is very rugged, despite where it's made. A lot of people do go into the whole thing where, okay, it's from China, whatever the case is. The bottom line is it's an American company that has made, from what I know and what I've seen so far, a very good product. And for those of you guys that are not sure about that, you can definitely do the research for yourself as well. So originally, I had gotten the Holosun 507C X2 last year, around the same time in the summer, and I did make a lot of videos on it. We did a lot of gameplays. I believe I did an unboxing as well, but because the majority of those videos had links in the description, which were deemed harmful by YouTube, they cannot be posted on YouTube. So anything involving installations or any type of really detailed information that can be sort of risque, if you're interested in that, you're gonna have to pretty much reach out to me in the comments section, and then more than likely I'll see what I can do, or maybe in the future I can post that content up on Patreon where you'll see it. But for now, yeah, we're just kind of taking it right back to what we have with the A.E.M.S. So a ton of quality. I'm super excited to unbox this for the first time. And as you guys know, Holosun, they're very famous for their features on their dots. So here we have the 2 MOA dot, which, so this has a bunch of functions, so we can put it in 3 different settings, which is the 2 MOA, the 65 MOA circle, and the famous setting, which is the 2 MOA dot and the 6 MOA circle. So here with me, I actually have the box for the X2, the 507C. And here, this has a 2 MOA dot plus a 2 MOA dot and a 32 MOA circle. So the thing about Holosun that makes their red dot sights really, really good for a lot of people is the quality of the reticle. Despite the technology that is in the optic itself, the reticle remains very consistent. And for people who pretty much shoot in different environments, it doesn't really require a whole lot of adjusting between different settings. So if you can set it in one particular setting and it works really well, maybe in a low light or night vision, you can do the same thing during the daytime. So having red dots that pretty much have this type of these features really makes it worthwhile. So there's different variations of this one as well. I think they have a green reticle version, which I didn't go with because for those of you guys who watch my channel, you know that there are times where I do go into woodland environments. So getting a green reticle red dot wouldn't really help me too much. So I need to have that contrast. And also there's the core, which is a little bit different from the standard A.E.M.S. I believe the core is a little bit cheaper and it doesn't have the panels like this right here. So just going over what we have on the box, we have a bunch of features on this that are really, really cool and that really, really got me excited. So here we have, okay, this is an enclosed emitter red dot with a clear front and rear lens covers. So you can see really, really well through the lens covers. So you don't need to take the lens covers off, according to what I've heard. But we're going to see how that's going to look when we take it out the box. We got 50,000 hour battery life for dot only. So if you're using the dot, you're going to have that 50,000. And if you're running circle dot, you're going to have 20,000. And from what I understand with the 507C, I think it's relatively the same thing. So you got 50,000 hours of battery life at setting 6, which from what I understand is, I think is the dot only. But, you know, naturally, if you're using the circle and the dot, it's going to burn a lot more power. But to be honest with you, with these type of red dots, they're so smart that even if, whether it's 50,000 or 20,000, you're still looking at a substantial amount of battery life. Both of these red dots have shake awake features. So if you're not using the red dot, you know, it doesn't really matter, basically, because it goes into sleep mode. And they both have solar panel technology, right? With the 507, I'm sorry, the 507CX2, basically, it really doesn't matter, because I can tell you from experience that since I got this red dot about a year ago or more, I have never had to replace the battery. The only time I've ever put a battery in this red dot was the same day that I got it, and then I made a video and then I used it. And then from that time, I've never changed it. So the reticle has remained the same since that time. Very, very consistent. And the solar panel technology really makes, I think, both of these dots worthwhile. So for me, I'm not sure if I would ever buy a Holosun red dot without a solar panel. You can harness the power of the sun. So whether you have power in the solar panel or power in the battery, you know, you can have that sustained usage. So going back to the features, we have a multi-reticle system with 3 reticle options. So as we mentioned before, we have the 2 MOA and the 65 MOA circle and the 2 MOA dot and 65 MOA circle that I'm really excited for. Solar fail-safe shake awake technology, or solar fall-safe. So basically, right, this unit can also charge from the sun, which I think is really, really cool. So any type of ambient light that you have in the atmosphere, it'll be able to charge the system while the battery is in there. And when you're ready to use it, as soon as it detects motion, that reticle comes on and it's ready to go. The 507C has the exact same feature. So I'm not going to be able to show you the 507 because it's currently mounted on my my Glock 19 Gen 3, my Tokyo Model E Glock. So because I don't want to show you know, any guns in this video, I'm sorry, I will not be able to show you the actual dot firsthand. So, but those of you guys who watch my videos, you'll see it being used in a lot of other videos. So pretty much for now, we're just going to go into the information for the 507 and you'll see the A.E.M.S up close. We have memory function for brightness and reticle settings. So basically, you have 2 main functions where you can set the function to what you want it to, or you can have it change based on the environment and the lighting, which I think is really cool. We have 8 DL and 4 NV brightness settings under manual mode. So different brightness settings that you can change. 1.63 center height, lower 1.7 co-witness. So that's pretty much, we're talking about the I guess the height of the reticle relative to what you're going to see with your sight picture, maybe if you're using irons or something. So that's also really interesting as well. And obviously you can change that with windage and everything like that, and with the settings that you have here on the side, which enable you to change the windage. We have a solid 7075 aluminum housing and mount, so very, very rugged construction. So we don't have to worry so much about beating it up, even though I don't think you should, but at least you know you have something that is very substantial. Parallax free with unlimited eye relief. So this is very, very big for those of us that have eye trouble. For me, like, my eyes are pretty good, not as good as what they used to be, but having a parallax free sight picture when you're shooting, whether it's an airsoft or real steel, is very, very important, because you can have that consistent sight picture, which is very paramount for, for success. And IPX8 waterproof. So this thing does have some type of waterproofing against rain and things like that. So I've actually run my 507 in the rain before, and it didn't do a thing to it. It was able to work. And the 507, if you see this little hole right here, this is a drain hole, which enables the water to escape if it falls in vertically. So let's get into the dot and take a look at what's in the box. Super excited for this. So yeah, the thing I love about these Holosun boxes is that every single time whenever you get one, it comes in a really nice box. So, in case you have to resell them, it's really, really easy to, because the box is so compact. It's easy to ship and easy to move around. Boom. We got our Holosun warranty that we can scan. The advanced enclosed microsite manual. Okay. We might take a look at this in a second. And we have the cleaning material, which I sort of lose after 2 months. And we got our gel. And then here we have it, guys. We have, just fell out, our adjustment key. Okay. And what is this? Okay, this looks like something important. I don't know what this is. Maybe I should read the manual. Right. We'll put this to the side. And we have, voila, our A.E.M.S. And wow, this thing is a lot smaller than what it looks like on YouTube or on TV. Interesting. So, first impressions from what I can see so far, just based on having it in my hands, this sight is very light. This is an incredibly lightweight sight. The box is kind of like a boxy shape to it. It feels very strong and very rugged, but very boxy, right? We got the solar panel right there, which I think is really cool. Holosun labeled there on the left. We have our adjustment switch here, our adjustment tool slot here on the right for your windage adjustment, for horizontal, and also for vertical as well. Where would that be? Maybe on the other side here as well. So both sides you have adjustments. Here we have a mount. It does come with a fixed mount, and the screws to take off the mount are right here. I saw somebody post a video about the mount situation, and I guess the difficulty in terms of mounting it with another mount. But I got this particular dot because this is the mount that I'm pretty much going to use. So I don't think it's going to be difficult to mount this on my honey badger. I did get this exactly for the amoeba, and this will be the optic that I'm going to use. A very compact reticle for sure. Let's see here. These caps. Oh, there we go. Wow, that flips down. That's very strong. Okay. Interesting. And as you can see, guys, these lens caps, they're very clear, right? So look at the quality of the glass, right? That looks really, really good. It's very, very good quality on the glass on both sides. So whether this thing is down or up, from what I understand, it does not affect the quality of the picture at all. And this is a very big sight window. So I can imagine using something like this at about, let's say, maybe 50 meters. This would be very substantial. But for airsoft, what I'll probably do is, I might just keep this up. I'll keep both of these up, right? And these are spring loaded. So right, yeah, there's some resistance here, right? Boom, look at that. Folds right up. That's incredible. Really, really nice. So yeah, I'm gonna probably keep these lens protectors up because I can still see into it really well without this being down. And it just kind of makes it really compact. So I like that a lot. I do, from what I understand, I was told that these panels, right, in case they get damaged, you can contact Holosun and get replacements. That's what I heard. These do have screw slots, so you can take them off, from what I understand. So I can imagine if one of them gets scratched or damaged, I would be able to replace it relatively easy. So that's also good to know as well. Okay, I think I know what this is for now. I'm such a retard. Okay, I believe that this is for the battery. It looks like a battery cage. So maybe they just took this out for safety, which makes a lot of sense. So what I'm not going to do on camera, because I don't know if I'm going to get in trouble or not, is I am not going to install a battery into this red dot sight on camera, just to be safe, right? I will post some shorts from time to time just kind of showing the performance and just pretty much showing how it's going to perform overall in general. And you can see the quality of the optic and the light and things like that. And like the 507, it will take a lot of time to get used to using it in the field. So I'm really, really excited for that too. So look out for that content as well. If you guys have any particular requests in regards to this particular dot or anything at all involving dismembering things or taking things apart, breaking things down, or anything like that, send me or post a comment in the comment section. That's a safe way to go about it. Post a comment in the comment section, and more than likely, I'm going to be posting a lot of that technical content is going to be up on Patreon. I'm very limited to what I can do here on YouTube now because of the monetization, and because I don't want to affect it. I'm going to try my best to play safe for the time being. But going forward, this is a very nice system. I like how compact it is. It's not very large. I do know that Holosun has, I think, larger versions of these for, I think, large bore rifles and things like that. There are many. I've seen bigger versions at things like SHOT Show. I saw some bigger versions. I'm not sure if I would want to go bigger than this for now. If you can see the size of my hand, like this thing, like relative to the size of the palm of my hand, like from right here, like size wise, I have a big hand, and this optic can kind of fit into the palm of my hand here, just to give you a size reference. So even something like this right now, like based on how it looks, if I had a Picatinny rail on something like a Desert Eagle or any kind of pistol, not that I would do that, but you can mount something like this on something that's really small, like anything that's like handheld with a Picatinny rail, you can mount it on it. So there are a lot of mounting options on this particular type of sight. You know, mind you, this is the advanced enclosed micro sight, you know. So, you know, maintaining that same, you know, micro sight status, this thing, you know, is just very compact and very useful. So I'm going to try my best to kind of read up on it, which, you know, we should probably do. Let's see what's inside this booklet. You know, we have some time. Okay, so we have the A.E.M.S. Advanced Enclosed Microsight User Manual, right? Okay, we have a multi-reticle right by this deer. For those of you guys that are wondering, I'm not against wildlife, so. Okay. Thank you for purchasing the A.E.M.S. reflex sight from Holosun. The A.E.M.S. is an advanced enclosed microsight with a circle dot reticle housed in a 7075 aluminum body. It features a motion center and a dual power source or dual power sources including both solar and battery power. Before operation, please read the user manual carefully. Okay, I guess that replies to me. So here we have the circle red dot here, right? And then for the A.E.M.S, I guess for the other one, there's the green circle dot. So depending on which one you have, it would be red or green. And this shows the silicone solar cell right here at the top of the site, as well as the mounting system and everything like that. So we're just gonna scroll down this here, see what we got. This is a lot to look at. Okay, site operation. All right, so let's take it through. Important notices: ensure the firearm is unloaded and cleared by removing blah 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 all ammunition and magazines. So this is also the same thing for like all of their sites has this important notice. That's one thing I noticed about them. So this is my second site that I've gotten so far personally, but this is not the first time that I've seen that important notice. Objective lens. A canted objective lens is part of the design of reflex reflective optical sights. In order to create a proper reflection of the reticle dot in the objective lens must be perpendicular to LED. Okay, so features, and it says all the features are listed here. Advanced LED technology using 50,000 hours of battery life for the dot only. Advanced supercell technology, parallax-free, multi-reticle, shake awake, 8-day daylight, and 4 night vision comparable brightness. Ooh, okay, that is important. So we have 8 daylight and 4 night vision compatible brightness settings. So we can use this with daylight and also night vision. So that's really important, I guess, for those of you guys who are into night vision. This is for you. You can use your night vision with this. I would probably go for the red reticle, maybe if I'm using it at night. It's just me. Rechargeable internal battery, and window size is, what is that? 1.1 inches. I'm hoping I'm reading that right. Okay. And here we have the battery. It says, okay, use one high quality CR2032 lithium battery, which I have, and I will put in later. And it is included with your purchase. Is it included? Is it in the box? I'm gonna have to check that. I will check that. They say it's included. I don't see a battery in here. That's strange. I don't know if that's correct or not. I could probably stand corrected. Anyways, regardless of whether it does or does not come with a battery, I have a lot of those batteries. It says, caution, do not use a rechargeable battery. Interesting. Battery replacement figure 4, 8, remove the battery tray screws. Use the included tool as a lever in the top battery tray slot to remove the battery tray and battery blah, blah, blah. Battery installation. Okay, so we're gonna have to look at this again very carefully. Caution, the loss or damage of the seal ring may cause moisture to enter the compartment, which could damage the product. Okay. All right, so yeah, so this thing right here, which is the seal ring, and I guess to prevent it from water damage, is important, as well as the battery tray. So I don't see a battery with this, so I will install a battery in it. The A.E.M.S is compatible with any firearm with a Picatinny mounting rail. If your firearm does not have a Picatinny rail, contact a qualified gunsmith. Okay. Using the included T10 Torx tool, loosen the screws, bolt, and then attach the sight into the Picatinny rail at an appropriate position. Okay. Right, so that's interesting. Sight operation. Switch on, see figure 6. Momentarily press either button. Oh, this is like the same, just like the 507, right? So you can press either button, and then to turn it off, you press the plus and the minus button right here in order to shut it off. So when you press these simultaneously, that's going to shut off the red dot, just like the 507. So there's an auto mode powered by two-way power supply, a solar cell, and an internal battery. So that's the auto mode. So it automatically will power it and change the brightness and all the lighting conditions depending on the outside conditions. Auto mode operation. In auto mode, the brightness of the reticle is automatically adjusted to match ambient lighting. So red, if the lighting is low enough, the sight will automatically switch to the battery. While running on battery, you can adjust the reticle brightness using the plus and the minus buttons to switch between high and low brightness levels. Green, there are 8 settings from 3 to 10 in auto mode, which have the same brightness of manual mode, press plus or minus. So this is probably in reference to maybe the green reticle, I think, which I don't have. This is the standard. There's also manual mode as well. Hold the plus button for 3 seconds to enter the manual mode. A single reticle blink confirms a change. Brightness adjustments. There are 12 settings for reticle brightness. Levels in manual mode, use plus or minus to increase or decrease the brightness. Holding down the minus button will cycle between the 3 reticle choices: circle, dot, dot only, and circle only. Switching back to auto mode, hold the plus button for 3 seconds to switch the light back to auto mode. A single reticle blink confirms the change. There's also a sleeper timer, a sleep timer. So please note that the LED will automatically enter sleep mode after 10 minutes of no movement. Okay, the sight will instantaneously wake up and turn on with any motion detected, turning to the last save setting. Interesting. Okay. 0 setting. So I do have to 0 this. The sight has been mechanically zeroed at the factory. The evaluation adjustment is on the right side of the battery side. Oh yeah, the adjustment key. The windage adjustment is on the left side of the housing. Okay. 0.5 MOA windage and elevation adjustments per click. Each adjustment click has value of approximately 0.5 MOA. Okay. If your impacts are 2 inches low and 1 inch right, you will need to adjust elevations 8 clicks up clockwise and windage left clicks counterclockwise. So that's something that we're going to have to do, when we're going to 0 this, which is interesting. So very, very interesting information about the sight operation. And the maximum adjustment range is what? Plus 50 MOA. Caution, if you feel the knobs can no longer be rotated, you may have reached the mechanical limit of the adjustment turret. Do not try to rotate the knobs further. If you feel a bind, you may cause damage. Okay. Dust covers. As shown in figure 8, the A.E.M.S includes transparent front and rear dust covers. All right, so that's, I guess, these right here, the protective panels. Use of the A.E.M.S is not affected when the dust covers are closed. To open the dust covers, lift the fastener and the cover will spring open. When you need to remove the dust cover, unscrew the 2 screws under the dust cover and remove. So yeah, it's just like this. You have these screws, we can take them off. Like for example, if we need to clean it. Maintenance and care. This device is a precision instrument that deserves reasonably cautious care. The following tips are provided to ensure a long product life. The optical lenses are multi-coated optical glass. When cleaning the lenses, blow away any dust on the surface, wet the lens with lens water or clean water, then wipe away smudges with the lens tissue. Okay, interesting. I already got a fingerprint on it right here, so I got lens cleaner. What else am I looking at here? Okay, avoid touching the glass surface with dry cloth or tissue paper. Do not use organic solvents such as alcohol or acetone. No special maintenance is needed for the housing surface. Do not try to dismantle the device as the internal parts are specially cleaned and sealed, and then with an anti-fog treatment, any such attempt will void the warranty. Okay, So that is very, very important, guys. So they're telling you what you can do and what you shouldn't do in order to keep your warranty intact. Really, really cool. All right, guys. So this pretty much is going to be it for the video. We have some warranty stuff here that I will look at in the future, in the near future. I'm going to register this thing for its warranty. So if you have any questions about the A.E.M.S, feel free to drop those comments in the comments section. Look out for a whole bunch of gameplay featuring this bad boy. It's going to be really cool. And the review will also be coming naturally somewhere down the line as well. I'm super excited for this. There's been a ton of videos on it. I did a ton of research on it before I got it, and now that I finally have it in my hands, I am super excited to run this dot on the field. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you watched it until the end, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell and all that good jazz, guys. Shout outs to my Tactical Ashigarami TV family. You guys are the best. For any companies that want to send me anything to unbox or review, my details are in the description as well. All other relative information will be in the description and will be updated over time based on the need to do so. So, man, I'm so excited to run this thing, man. Like I wanted this forever, and I finally got it. I heard some mixed reviews, some people saying that it's not so good, and some people saying that it's pretty good. So now we get to finally see for ourselves what's up. All right, guys. So thank you so much for watching, and peace out.